let's go with 90. Yep, 90's fine. Pause that. Wow, that's terrible. Yo, why is the... Dude, I hate it here. It's so bad. The camera's just drunk. It just need to be the best thing ever. It just needs to be good enough. Yo, this... yeah, I need a new camera. I have no idea why this thing is just so bad. There we go. That is bad. What happened to the camera? Properties. Yeah, this thing is just dying. Oh no, it's dead. Better. Way back. It's way back. What's this? Okay, that's a little bit better. Not great. Set higher gamma. Power light frequency. Disabled. Dude, why is it like that? Jeez. Yeah, I just need a new camera. What if I was tiny? I forced frame rate 30. Is that better? Wait. What's the smallest resolution I can go? That's pretty small. Like, it's still bad. It's not even... That's the crazy thing. The resolution is not good. Look, it's... Let me go with the smallest I can go. 352 to 288. This is like DS resolution, and it's not good. It's still bad. The resolution of a Nintendo DS screen. Yeah, it's over. It's so done. It's so Dungeon Rings. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Let me put my thing on do not my Discord to do not disturb. It's wild that it's not. I'm looking at this, so I should. My camera should be over here. It's wild that streamer mode isn't automatically turned on anymore. Wait a segment. Give me a second.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the jealous.
Womp.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Alright. Let's go back. Let's go. We're back. We're finally back. Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. Dare I do 30 minutes? We'll see. Chat. Okay, yeah. Where were we?
Well then.
What in the world were we doing? Alright, class.
Playing at?
Please refrain from speaking to me. I am trying to concentrate. I cannot afford petty. Well, well, an Elda with a fairy companion. You must be the fool who thinks you can defy the tribe's legacy and take the throne.
What?
Thanks. I take it you don't sugarcoat anything. Who are you, exactly? A fine question. I am a chief who once served his royal majesty, otherwise known as the Queen of Cuisine.
Whoa.
That's, quite the title. Thought you must have some serious skill to make food for royalty. I take it you don't work there anymore. I do not. If I were to choose a king to serve, I'd want a true gourmet with the refined palate. But by the looks of you, I'm sure your taste must be pedestrian. Why am I talking to people? Why am I talking to people if I'm just going to be, like, disregarded like this?
Hey?
Okay.
Lovely, that.
Such confidence, perhaps you're capable of surprising me. If your cooking proves worthy, I dare say I might actively support your
Okay.
candidacy. Oh, how about mellow milk? That easy food she mentioned. Does she mean something soft and fluffy? Maybe we should start with the recipes that call for milk.
Let's give it a shot.
Goldfish. And
Yeah.
Sounds tough, but if we can pull it off, we'll get a reward and a new supporter. Let's make a dish she'll be raving about for days. Alright. I feel like I might be missing something. It has been a couple days, nearly a week. Well, it has been a couple days since I played this last.
Well, what do you want to do?
What now?
Who can I call upon? Follower. Well, can't really check up on anybody. With Heisme, I need to upgrade something. Was it my elegance? Eloquent. If I can do that, then that'll be a good night spent. All right. Now let's see. Let's go to the map.
What now?
Where's the map?
All right.
We just fast
Let's
travel
go.
to the Gauntlet Runner. Fast travel to city, raise my eloquent levels so I can rank up Heisme. And then we can continue with the story from there onward. Sounds simple, sounds easy, sounds so clean. Maybe not now. What are you talking about? Oh, it's down here, right?
All right then.
Oh, wait. Man, you let down a game for a few days and you're trying to remember the ins and outs of traversal.
Really?
Alright, let's go to the
Let's see.
Grand Trad.
It's your call. Let's move.
Let's go. Let's teleport everybody there. Without them knowing. This track really grown on me.
Got a minute? Luis is the only one left.
What now? All right then.
Oh, it's deal day.
Let's go.
Don't really feel like it. No. Buying things, of course. I'll do stuff like that when I'm stuck.
I love it.
Say. Luis?
Time to level it up for Heisme.
Ah, right.
Stop that at once.
This place.
This place.
Hey, there are wild dogs and monsters all over outside the Grand Trad. I want to feel safe when trading with other cities. Igniters should be cheap enough for everyone to use. Make those greedy merchants lower the prices. Igniters are dangerous. Let us make igniters free. That's stupid. I will restrict their uses as weapon. What? Igniters are dangerous. Obvious gun. This is an obvious gun allegory. The gun restriction allegory. Make guns free. Guns are dangerous. Make guns free. I will restrict their use as weapons. What are you talking about restricting them as weapons? Like, they need to be used as weapons. Like, what else are they going to be used for? I will ban guns as a weapon. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yes, you can... That's so dumb. Okay. Igniters are dangerous. Yes, they are dangerous. This is stupid, dude. I hate all of these. What do I do when I hate all the options? After the game, I feel safe trading with other cities. Yes, and that should be cheap for everyone to use. Make those greedy merchants lower the prices. Well, they can't. Igniters cannot be free. Like, they just can't. That would not make sense. Igniters cannot be free because igniters aren't free to make. There's no such thing as a free igniter. No such thing as a free lunch. So that's off the table. Igniters are dangerous. Well, no duh. I will restrict their use as weapons. No. No. Igniters are dangerous is like such a nothing statement. Like, yes. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fine, I will restrict their use as weapons.
Because
This is stupid.
all right. Well then,
The woman said... I didn't feel like reading what she said. She said, like, the most obvious thing.
Time marches on, and the
So, like,
age
what
of
about
the new
our
king
protection?
draws nearer.
That reminds me.
You remember how there's still monsters wandering through the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum? Oh, yeah. That's right. So, even with Zobra's defeat, traces of his magic yet remain. There haven't been any reports of them making their way outside yet, but still dangerous. Hope no one wanders in there by accident. Alright, stuff to do. I guess that's nice. A good reminder.
all right then.
I hear a voice. I think I'm just a bother to this fleeing.
Why?
Let's see. Dang, she really wants to bother me. Okay, let me check my calendar.
But why?
What now?
Oh, let me just check my quests. How many days left? Okay, a lot of stuff with no deadlines or deadlines unknown. Alright. I'll check out this bullish embargo soon. Yeah, let's talk to this girl. So I can rank up.
You.
Do you have a moment? There's something I want to ask you about Maria. Please go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry, you must be busy. Let's see if I can raise my voice a little bit. Maybe I am, maybe I aren't. I'll come out and ask. Did you say something to Maria?
It's kind of...
Since your last visit, she's been acting rather odd. She insists on helping me with everything and everything. Anything and everything. No matter what it is. I may have an
How about
idea.
that?
I'm happy that she wants to help me out. But at times it feels like she's desperate to find something to do. Why, you little wretch? Look at what you've done.
Wait.
Sir, why are you raising your voice at a child? This damn brat's spilt me milk. She split me drink down me leg. Is that your idea of service, feminine? I'm sorry.
Well...
Keep your britches on. Wet as they are, leave them at the door later for cleaning. And I'll get you another drink on the house. Humph. Apologies, but can you take Maria upstairs?
I'm sorry.
What's
Everything
up?
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way...
Miss 17 says was busy talking to you, so I thought I could help out taking care of the customer. I wanted to show Miss 17 that I could carry both the food and the drinks now. Do you think Miss 17 will get rid of me? Does she not want me around anymore? Yeah, well,
What?
Probably didn't want me either, so he left me.
Maria.
May I come in?
It's alright.
Come now, wipe those tears. Those scary monsters are already left. Everything's just fine now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I promise I'll be a good girl from now on. Really, I don't want to cause any more trouble, please. Even if we're not family, can I still stay with you?
Maria.
Is that what you've been talking about this whole time? Of course you can stay here. You wouldn't need to worry about earning your keep either, silly girl, because this is your home. Maria, I may not be your mother by blood, God rest her soul, but nonetheless, you are still my most precious treasure, my family, and I consider you a daughter.
Okay.
It's feminine. Now you listen here. Your papa never abandoned you. He did everything he could because he truly deeply cares about you. He did it for both of you. That's right. He worked hard to show how much he cared about you and feminine, Maria. Your papa said that he wanted to make this world a safe place for people like you and me. And he never did. And all he ever did was ask about you. He regretted every moment he had to spend away from you. And it would have made him so happy to see you grow up. More than anything, he wanted to give you a world where you could smile and laugh with your whole heart. You helped your papa too, by giving him the strength to keep going.
Me too.
I feel the same way he did, Maria. Yeah, if you're with me, I can weather any storm.
That's why.
This place is your home, and will always will be. Rest assured, my dear girl. We have plenty of days filled with smiles and
It's
laughter ahead of
alright.
us. You can come to me with anything, the things that make you happy or sad. Or if you just want to talk about your papa, I'll always be here.
Okay. Yeah. Mister.
Thank you so much, mister. I'm glad that I'm home. And I'm with my family.
It's okay. I can really stay.
Increase post-battle XP or time will not elapse while cooking in the runner's kitchen. That's awesome. That is way more important. I'm glad I came to you for help. Would you mind checking in on Maria from time to time? Okay, yeah. I thought about what you said before. She got home and she was sorry for yelling. at you like that. She wanted to apologize. She said he wanted to apologize to you himself, Maria.
I see.
Okay, I think I get it now. See, you have to say what you mean out loud, or else no one will know. That means there's more than I can do. Now that's my little treasure. Go wash up and go. And before bed, how about you help me taste test the new dishes?
Thank you.
Mister, thank you so much for everything today. See you later. I said goodbye to Maria and Fabinine. And return to the group. There's me money.
Well then.
Okay. Time to increase eloquence. And if no one says anything within the next 5 minutes, I'll just call it a stream early.
How you feeling?
Why?
What now?
Now let's see. Alright. I'm sorry, my mind was foggy.
All right then. Go.
Hey G4, what's going on? What is going on with this game? What is going on with this game? How you been? There we go.
Really?
No, everything should be
It's your call.
good enough. Okay, let's go.
Let's move.
I haven't seen you in a while. Oh yeah, because I was at a family reunion for the weekend, and I didn't get home until Tuesday. Tuesday morning. Like 2 a.m. on Tuesday. Hey Sketch, what's going on? Wow, guys, just in the nick of time, look at that. I was about to close the freaking stream for today. But yeah, I went to a family reunion on my mom's side of the family.
Now what am I to do?
And, we went on vacation. Call it that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I was at, Wisconsin.
I love it.
Has anything interesting happened there?
This rain just
No, not really. There was a festival that was going on at the same time, but we just didn't go there. And it was a 3-day thing, but I only showed up for the last 2 days. And on Saturday, it was... What did I even do Saturday? Saturday was just going to a banquet for the majority of the day, and my cousins went out to go bowling, but I couldn't go because I only had 2 rides to take me to the hotel, and I don't think any of my cousins would like go out of their way to drive to the hotel. Probably not. I didn't really care to ask because I didn't know who was going, literally. And it's kind of a weird thing when I go to family reunions because especially with like my mom's side, people my age and younger, they don't really want to talk to me. But the older generations, they're just socialites. I think it's mostly just a generational thing because, what was it, Gen Z is just straight up asocial. If you're not within the clique, they're just asocial. They are just asocial.
This
I'm not
place-
gonna lie.
This place.
I gotta improve my eloquence. So I went to a banquet. I talked to a cousin.
You?
On Sunday, I just went to 2 church services, and like a park, and in the park with my cousins, where we all chilled at a rec center, eating catered food that wasn't that great. It was all right, but it wasn't that great. And when it was time to have the family photo, my sister, one of my cousins, my niece, and I weren't there because we were lost in the woods on a nature trail that was pretty unkept. Was this out of state? Yeah, it was in Wisconsin. Yeah, so my mom was like absolutely pissed. So it was whatever. I posted one of your controversial clips on my TikTok and got banned. Oh no! Which one was that? Oh no! Yo, are you using the clips on Instagram, or are you finding the most spicy ones? Because if you use the ones on Instagram. J words. Okay. If you're using the ones on use the ones on Instagram, dude. Cause that's it, like they're not too spicy because they're basically spotted by whatchamacallit. They're basically spotted by Gemini. So it automatically filters out some the topics or the phrases that will get you banned, right? Man, I was pissed off the whole week. I am so sorry. That is insane. Maybe you should have. Maybe you should have had a disclaimer. Awful anti-Semite. I do not condone these words. I'm so sorry, man. That's terrible. Like, that's for the clips. That's like the real spicy stuff is for people who actually watch the live streams. I'm sorry. I guess you had a chance to tell your siblings about all the Persona you've been playing. LOL. No, they don't care. They do not care. Grand Trad's gotten less safe by the day since the king died. Won't someone help us? It's all them Priapus and pagans in Sunshade Row. If you become king, how will you crack down on that? What should I say to reach the public's heart? Tear down Sunshade Row. Help the people in Sunshade Row keep... Okay, so they're just recycling. GG's, yeah. Yeah, my sister played Persona 5, like, 10 years ago. But I know my sister played Persona 5 10 years ago. She doesn't play video games anymore. I think the only video game she plays is just Minecraft before she goes to bed. Let's see. My cousin, she wants to play video games, but the hobby is too expensive for her. I think she said like the only consoles that she has is like the 3DS and a Wii. And she thought She thought the AYN Thor that I had was a 3DS, and it's not a 3DS. It's an Android console that has a clamshell form factor. So she wants to get into games, but it's just the hobby's just too expensive for her, which is like, I get it. And my niece, she does not touch video games at all. My brother tried to get her into video games, but no, she's more into books. It's just like my sister. I forgot how old 5 is. Yeah, 5 is that old. Do you play murder mystery games? I mean, I'm down to play anything. I'm honestly down to play anything that doesn't get me banned. And I'm an open guy. I like media. I'm a fan of media, generally. Do you see the PlayStation's getting rid of physical video game copies? Period for consoles. Yeah. I mean, it's good for me because I don't really care about anything that goes on now. Like PlayStation could die tomorrow, and I'll be fine. Like, we have so much. They haven't released games for people like me who really enjoys the game, like the game's medium as a game, as video games, you know what I'm saying? As a fun thing, embracing video games for fun instead of it being something akin to like movies. But people who play video game, I think I told this to Matt like a couple days ago, like last week. The people who have PS5, like the player base for the PS5 are people who don't play video games. If you have a PS5, that is the biggest sign that you don't really play video games. You don't care about video games. I mean, I'm primary PC gamer anyway, but it's still a bummer. Yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. But like, video games are they're too big in file size. They are absolutely ridiculous to the point where it would make more sense for video games to come within an SD card, or like not SD card, but a USB stick, instead of having like discs. I feel like it would probably be cheaper to put everything on a USB to be played on a PS4 or an Xbox One. If it's not cheaper, so be it. It could probably handle, I don't know. No, that's probably stupid. I'm pretty sure CDs are still cheaper to manufacture than USBs. But games are just too big, honestly. I was playing Dead or Alive 6 with Levy the other night, and the game's like 80 gigabytes. Dead or Alive 6 is like 80 gigabytes. And that's like the new edition with with a lot of the DLC and added characters. The base Dead or Alive 6 is like 60 gigs. It's 60 gigs for a video game. Like, nothing is that serious. Come on now. Not the people in such a row. Don't care.
Now then.
Awesome, I can talk to Heisman now. Yeah, I really don't care what 80 gigabytes is crazy. Yeah. Like like whoa, demonic number, what the heck? Anyway.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Like, I miss when game optimization was just straight wizardry. Like, when you can have, like, a solid, good game for less than 20 gigs. 20 gigs should be the max for video games. I don't care. But, you know what makes me realize that all gaming is dead? Just go on the comments on any conversation about GTA 6. and you will find a plethora of people who are willing to pay $80 to $100, and they will actively clown on people who says that is expensive. There are, like, it is not, you throw a rock and you find somebody who is willing to give Rockstar all of their money for a product that they do not know is going to be good yet. Like, when I was at the banquet, I decided to be a little bit social and talk to one of my cousins. And my cousins is like one of those people, I would say, like, they play video games, but they're not really a person. They are like the prime, I would say this, they are the prime PlayStation 5 audience. When I asked him like what video games he plays, he says 2K, Call of Duty, and GTA. That's like the trinity of like games that people who don't play games, who don't really care about video games as a medium, that is like the trinity of games that they will always list. And if they're a bit younger, they will just throw Fortnite in there, right? Just say normies. Yeah, they are normies, right? I feel like there's a normie tier. There's a normie tier. And like, I feel like when you speak to enough normies, there's like a normie tier. Right? I don't know, like, because you have different I wouldn't say tier list of normies. Actually, let me take that back. Instead of there being a tier list of normies, there's like a shade. There's like a spectrum of normies. Because you would have the normies that play gacha games, you would have normies that play like the trinity of GTA 2K, and then you have the normies that play like cozy games. Pretty sure people just call them casual gamers. That but like what I said before, there's like a spectrum of casual gamers, because gaming is just a broad thing now. I would love to say normies, but like, come on. If I would tell you like, okay, black normie, then you would understand. Like, it'd probably be easier for me to say, okay, so we have a black normie gamer. And when you hear black normie, you think of 2K, you think of Call of Duty, and you think of GTA. That's like the three games, right? And they like, and their favorite drink is Sprite. They love I don't know. Do black people even mess with Drake anymore? I don't think so. Yup. I think it's like, I was like, but you know, all the casual things. You could throw in casual Dragon Ball Z game in there. Oddly enough, no. I don't think I've seen people play Dragon. I haven't seen black people talk about Dragon Ball that much as of late when it comes to games. You know what I mean? Damn, we stereotyping normies now? Normies is already a stereotype. What are you talking about? And I just said normie. There's a shade of normies now. There's not just one normie anymore. There's a whole shade of them. To the point where I say normie, I don't like I'm in this gamer space, right? So if someone tells me like normie, I'm like, okay, so which one are you talking about? Are you talking about a guy? Are you talking about a girl? Are you talking about what ethnicity are you talking about? If we're gonna talk about white normies, then you're going to throw in League of Legends in there as well. Or are you gonna throw in Overwatch? Or are you gonna throw in League of Legends? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know. We're gonna throw in Counter-Strike 2 as well. Okay, so that's like Russian white normie. Like, that's World of Warcraft. Yeah, because like the casual gamer is just so broad now that like if I knew my audience and I said normie, like hopefully they would get it, but I would be confused. Because I just listed off like 4 demographics of normie. The casual girl gamer really loves first-person shooters for some reason. I haven't met one yet. I have not met one yet. Casual girl gamers that I've met, they love, well, I was gonna name off Harvest Moon is on there. Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, just social sim games like Tomodachi Life, The Sims, what else? That's a lot of those games are very like cozy. My mainstream casual games are Monster Hunter, Inazuma 11, and Dragon Ball. Like, who do you know? Inazuma 11 is crazy, because who do you know? I don't know, wait, G4, I don't know if you're an American, right? If you're not American, then I get it. But I have not met a single American who have ever talked about Inazuma 11. You want to know another thing that's so crazy? Is I have noticed that a lot of people in America started to care about soccer in Canada. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of people in the US, they started to care about soccer. And that is so crazy to me, because when I was growing up, I would have never imagined people in America to ever care about soccer. Ever. You know what I mean? It's like for the longest time it was just football. It was just the Super Bowl, and that was just it. You might find people that would just like who would still care about baseball. You would find people who would still care about, do Americans care, or is it just the World Cup? I feel like several World Cups has passed and America did not care this much. That's what I'm saying. Because the World Cup didn't exist. I know the World Cup existed before this year, but I have never heard Americans talk about the World Cup before now. That's the thing. But this one is in the US. Okay, that's probably why. Sketch says, well, of course, you got a lot of LARPers right now with the World Cup going on for soccer. When it ends, they're just going back to talk. They're going to talk about it again here. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. It's like, I remember like months ago, I was at a hibachi place where they cook in front of you. And I remember there was this other party. There's like this kid that was sitting next to me. He was asking, do you like Messi or Ronaldo? And I'm like, what the heck? Like, we're in America, son. We're in America. We don't, like, who are those guys? I was like, son, where do you think you are? Like, I know, like, soccer is, like, the biggest thing. Football is the biggest thing outside of America. But just to have a kid ask me that, I'm like, this is wild. Yep, I've noticed an uptake of Americans caring about soccer. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, really? Since when did we care this much? Like, I'm not hating on it. I don't hate it. I just noticed that. I just woke up one day and the sky shifted color. The sky just, like, the hue changed. Okay, let's see. What does this game want from me? Alright, nobody wants me to do anything right now. Let me check the requests. Alright, I'll go to this haunted heirloom. So I'll just revive it there. But it's... I did not know that the World Cup took place in America, like, this year. It went from 4% to maybe 30% being able to name at least one global soccer player.
Everyone is here.
That's crazy by American standards. Yes. Yeah. I'm seeing, like, these kids... And I'm talking about, like... Yeah, and I'm talking about, like, freaking... Like, Americana, like, white kids talking about soccer. And I'm like, this is weird. Shouldn't you guys be talking about, like, football or something? Shouldn't you guys be, like... Cause, like... shouldn't you guys be like into baseball or football or basketball? Like those are like the three American sports. It's like baseball, football, or like baseball, football, or basketball. Like those are like the Americans only care about three sports out here. It also helped that the NFL and NBA seasons is currently done at the moment, so they have nothing else to talk about. Yeah, I would absolutely blame I Show Speed for the population of soccer, because all these kids. Now then, like a lot of these streamers are just Gen Alpha's older brother. Gen Alpha's like collective older brother.
Let's see. It's your call. Let's move.
Yeah, because I remember years ago I was having a conversation with Matt that like it's crazy how like we just see a lot of like young kids just steal black slang because they would see Kai Cenat and like I Show Speed just like drop all these like lingo, and I'm like, yeah, because these streamers, the most popular streamers, they are the internet's older brother, in a sense. It kind of went, like, in previous generations, they would have been like the Mr. Rogers. Like if it was like the 70s or 80s or whatever, 90s or whatever. And Kai stopped streaming. Yeah, he stopped streaming for whatever. But this was like years ago when he was more on the grind, right? Which is no longer at the traditional role model type celebrity stardom. But now we're at like these guys being everyone's older brother. I'm not gonna lie, I would absolutely hate to be looked up to. Like, I don't want to. That junk scares the crap out of me. Like, nah. I remember there was this one kid who said that I inspired them to like make comics, and I was like, I don't know. My gut reaction was, I don't know this kid. You're not I was like Mr. Incredible to Buddy in The Incredibles. Like, you know, at the beginning of The Incredibles, where Incrediboy just wanted to tag along, and I was like, this kid's not affiliated with me. I felt that. Let's see. I think the day America win a World Cup, I think soccer will become mainstream. Maybe. Well, soccer will become mainstream in America because the demographic changes are going to be very different in the next 10 years. Because you may not know, but America just legalized birthright citizenship. Like, full stop. So people like not from America, they can just like come to America, have a kid, and that kid will be considered American. Well, it's never going to happen anytime soon, so you don't have to worry about that. No, that's going, like, if it's going to happen, that's going to be the cause. In like the next 10 years, that's going to be the cause. Because the people that's coming to America and having kids, having anchor babies here, they are from the parts of the world that really care about soccer. So that's going to penetrate like old Americana. This new Americana is going to penetrate the old Americana, so that's going to happen. I was talking about America winning the World Cup. Oh yeah, I mean that might change too, since in like 20 years America might win the Gold Cup, but it's going to be like. It's gonna be like everybody's gonna be anchor babies or something like that. So, yeah. Pass open in 5 days. Let me see the mausoleum.
What now?
Let me check the quest again. I thought I confirmed this. Can I track this? Okay, recommended mage/healer. Okay, so I'm a mage, so I can do this. From a mausoleum. Is this the mausoleum?
Speaking of,
You took on a quest, as I recall. Might it not be best to resolve it
Should we
quickly?
go in?
Want to go to the grinding field to do the quest? Alright, dungeon
Well
time.
then.
Should be simple. I mean, I also could have done a, what do they call it? A bounty, but I don't think the bounties are limited by days. Can America win a gold cup? Probably not. I don't know.
Oh,
The Magla is thick as always. Since we're back here, we should try to hurry and take care of that request
let's
we
do
got.
it.
The army still doesn't have enough manpower, so let's lend a hand.
Let's see.
Dude, I absolutely
What now?
hate... What am I supposed to... I'm here. Let's see. Vitral necklace. Is there a place? A certain place that I should look for? At first, you know what I mean? Come on. Alright.
stay present and focused.
Oh. Okay, that's cool.
You found something.
Oh,
Let's
hey,
take it with us.
were these coffins always here?
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Wait, did I collect it already? Let me check the map. Oh. Okay, let's try it. Let's try exploring a little bit more. But yeah, anyway. Gaming's dead. Forever.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
Get away, you lust corpus. Oh wait, your people. Don't scare me like that. You're an elder who fought the guy in Cathedral, correct? I was nearby while you were fighting the skeletons that man was controlling. And by the way, whatever. Are you gonna give me something?
Thank you indeed.
You're not.
Just a sec.
Okay, cool. So how will I know that I've accomplished my mission here? I mean, squad.
Impressive as ever. Exemplary.
I mean, like, I've been playing a lot.
We got this.
I've been playing a lot of games. Like, oh,
A step in the right direction.
I leveled up. That's crazy.
Hey, good one.
Yeah, I mean, I've been still playing a lot of games off stream. I've been trying to get into the Metroid series. And honestly, the Metroid series is really good for people who want to shoot at walls like a schizo and be terminally lost for the majority of the playthrough. Like, I want to get into, like, playing older games and older RPGs. But I absolutely hate that you cannot finish a single 90s RPG
You found something.
without
Let's take it with us.
using the internet, without looking up guides. What do you think about the current state of Japan?
What now?
I heard their only industry that they have growth is tourism and cultural export, anime and manga. Specifically about the only industry growth is tourism and in soft power. Yeah. Yeah.
This is bad.
The oh shoot, what? I mean, the crazy thing about Japan is that, like, their economy has just been going down. Wait, no, wait. This sucks. I need a better thing with a good area of attack. Oh yeah, I'm trying to level up the healer, huh? The healer has no range. That's disappointing. I don't really need to level up the healer anyway. I like this a lot more. This covers ground.
Impressive as ever.
Yeah, but their economy has been tanking ever since the 80s, and they never really recovered. Like, it's good that they have things like a strong sense of identity and culture to be profited off of through tourism or entertainment to show people what their values is, but it's at the same time, every time I think about Japanese culture, I think about Miyazaki, that old, bitter man that honestly has every right to be bitter, not gonna lie, because you can kind of see where, if you ever listen to what he says about Japanese culture, modern Japanese culture, and how consumerism has just utter consumerism and just the sheer sense of industry has ruined the identity of Japan, of a nation. I'm not gonna speak of Japan because I'm not Japanese, right? I'll just say in broad terms, as a nation,
Nice find.
of
Looks like it could be
rapid
useful.
materialism. Just ruined everything.
Impressive. Your training has paid
It
off.
sucks. Yeah. It's a problem that, I really have to find out what kind of got them in the crisis, but I wouldn't say Japan as, like, a society, as, like, a cultural thing, has been following its style. It's a very interesting thing to talk about, right? Because the world that the younger generation has inherited is just it's just not friendly to them. And I really hate to use this as an antidote or whatever. But when I go on Instagram, which, wait, I know that sounds bad, but when I go on Instagram, I would hear people say that they just love leaving Japan to go to America because the culture in Japan is only cool from the outside. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
from the like Westerners, they see Japan's solid identity and culture as like something to strive for, while people who leave Japan, they're like, yeah, we like it. Yeah, we are proud to be Japanese. However, society is very restrictive on like what we need to do, what we need to be as individuals, or how can we make things better as a society. And because there is a strong sense of we can't change for the sake of cultural hegemony, is some people would say that that's harming it, but on the other end of the spectrum, it really is an issue that it's hard for me to speak on because I couldn't even begin to understand how the politics affects the people, and how to initiate change within that environment. That's the main issue that's keeping me from actually speaking on it, or because I don't even know how to. Well, I have ideas of how to incite change in my own country, but to do that overseas, over Japan, such a beautiful country, such beautiful people, it's just a very disheartening thing to say. But I just wish them all the best. You know what I'm saying? I think China will take Japan's place as the main cultural exporter of Asia. It would be very interesting to see what they bring to the table that's just not aping off of what Japan has laid down. Because if you look at Chinese animation, you can see it's clearly aping off of anime. You see Chinese media, like Chinese video games, like Genshin Impact. You're like, oh yeah, this is... when you first look at it, you think it's a Japanese game, but it's not, right? But I do not think China can do that. They're able, like... That's not a knock on China, right? Of being, like, a cultural exporter to America. When has China not copied something? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the key... Like, if you want to see a culture that is the king of copying, it is America. Because America is so good at copying everything else and just repackaging it as, like, something new. Because it just doesn't take in aspects of one thing. It takes... It's a hot... Like, America, when it produces something, it takes something from a little bit of everything. And that's what Japan does, right? But China just takes something. They don't really... Maybe they'll add some sort of, like, Chinese mythology within it to exemplify a certain Chinese identity. But if something is not made in China, it's hard to imagine. Like, if I see... Okay, for an example, if I see something that's made in Korea, if you see a webtoons, you can tell that it's made in Korea, right? If you see, like, a manga, you can understand that it's made in Japan, right? Specifically, if it's something that's made in Korea, you can tell it's Korean just by the characters' names. You can tell something is made in Japan just by the overall backgrounds and the setting. And they just have... There's, like, that general Eastern design philosophy that people associate with it. People don't... Like, when people see manhwa, people know it's a manhwa because it's read on their phones, right? Other than that, you can see, like, people who are into online comics, they can tell the difference between manhwa and manga just based on the coloring and the physical attributes of the characters, you know what I mean? However, when it comes to China, it's a lot of things just stay in China. That's the problem. Because the only thing I can think about that made a big splash in America was Black Myth Wukong. And I have a Black Myth Wukong controller because it was pretty cheap. You can't really see it because the camera sucks. But I got this because it was pretty cheap. It's a wired controller. But that's the first thing that comes to my mind. When Black Myth Wukong came and it went. Nobody really talks about that game because that game was just... Not gonna be honest, it was just a Chinese Dark Souls. You know what I mean? Does TikTok count as cultural tech exported from China? No. The reason why, because there's nothing inherently Chinese about it, other than it was made in China. That's... the best example is, if you want to see, like, let's see. I mean, what could somebody say is Facebook count as an American thing. The game with Black with Wukong was just aura farming in video game form. Technically, Chinese just bought Musical.ly and rebranded it to TikTok. So if you want to use that logic, then, like, is Musical.ly Chinese? I don't think so. Like, culturally, I think social, like Western, Facebook just feels American because it has that American essence of freedom of speech. Like, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, like, those things are uniquely American because it has the American identity of freedom of speech that believes that everybody has the right to speak their mind on literally anything. Like, the social media is a form of the public square, which is a uniquely, like, American branch of thought, right? But with TikTok, you don't get that. There's nothing that feels Chinese about TikTok, even though they bought it. Not so much Reddit. Well, not so much Reddit now. Like, not now. Not a lot of social media now. But when it started, yes. Like how a lot of these social medias when they started, pretty much like that. Let's make a record. Let's save. Save complete. Alright, let's make a record. Alright. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Let's resume exploring. But since TikTok rebranded on like on the American side, like, I know it's not your first time hearing that American TikTok and Chinese TikTok are two completely different things. That's an example of, sure, TikTok may be Chinese, but the practice is fundamentally American, which makes it, you know,
Looks like we're safe for now.
which makes me feel like, is it really Chinese? Because, like, the Chinese version of TikTok, there are a strong restriction of speech that
Looks like it could be useful.
whatchamacallit, that propagates a Chinese identity. And I know you said, like, and it's so ironic that you say that I say that after you being banned, because of my comments on the Jays. But hey, current America is Zionist occupied. What can I say? The current America is just occupied by Israel, so there's that. And since we're occupied by Israel, the Trojan horses is happening once again with everybody being able to come here, have a baby, and just demographically change the entire nation. And the federal government is doing absolutely well. It's not that they're doing nothing about it. It's more like they're just encouraging it. So there's that. This is the neo-America, where the government just wants as much people in here for cheap labor, not for some idealistic melting pot ideology, but just for cheap labor. That's it. That's the only thing. Do you think America will suffer the same fate as Japan of 20 years? In 20 years, brother, America is the third world in a Gucci bag. Like, everyone's suffering a little bit. Everyone's suffering in their own way. Like, everyone is honestly suffering their own way. Granted, there are a lot of ways to everyone's kind of suffering. Everything kind of sucks. Is America gonna be Japan in 20 years? Dog, my pot is already boiling. I don't know what you're talking about. The pot's already boiling. Not in the same way of Japan, but like it ain't sweet. And it's just me listening to other people. Like I'm not speaking out of experience. I'm speaking from other people's experience living in America. Just talking to people and just realizing how it's just not sweet over here. Just nationally. It sort of looks like a key, but just one part of one. It's not as useful as it is. Considering something went through the effort to store it in a treasure chest. There's probably a counterpart somewhere. Let's go look for it. Like, yeah, America, you are able to say whatever you want for now. You are able to get your bag right now. As long as you just lay low and just don't be a threat to the federal government.
What now?
Someone on Twitter says America has more in common with the third world than a country like Sweden. I would like for them to explain with that. Off the rip, I agree with the sentiment, but I need them to explain a little bit more. I can't say specifically why, because I haven't been to the third world and I have not been to Sweden, and I have not seen enough documentaries on the third world or Sweden, right?
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
But I remember I remember seeing a Twitter video of a guy saying he's leaving Germany. He's leaving Germany because of the migration and how generally unchild-friendly that place is.
Got it.
And by the sense of America becoming the third world, I kind of understand, because America just generally is inviting the third world in to be the new slave class for the elite. Because the native-born American, like myself, they know the cost of living is going up, so they demand to be paid more. But their employers are like, no, I don't want to pay you. I'd rather pay somebody from the third world, cause it like to somebody in the third world to come here, do my slave labor for pennies, and if they have a problem, I'll go find somebody else from the third world. So the economic line will continue to go up.
I'll give it my all. Try some of this!
It's not good. No sorry. And that way, yes, it's become the third world. Like Sweden, the only thing I know about Sweden is that it's in... The only time people talk about Sweden, especially people on the right, they just talk about how much of a whatchamacallit, and ethnically homogenous society Sweden is, and that's the only reason why Sweden, because it's an ethnic, it's just an ethnically white country, and that's why it's successful. Like, when you listen to people, like, right-wingers talk about Sweden and how great it is, it's only because it's ethnically white and nothing else. It's just, so that's all I really, and I don't really know that much about Sweden, unfortunately.
Slash! What is this?
Dang it, no, please, no, please, no.
I shall fight as the noble swordmaster.
You'll be in big trouble.
Come on, synthesis? No synthesis is weird.
Go for it. I will fight.
No, that's not what I want. Darn, that's not what I want. Let me retry.
Heisman's anxiety is mounting.
It was related to some comment about someone saying downtown of their city is like a PvP server. Oh yeah. You know what's funny? My cousin took me to their mall downtown, and she was telling me about how there would be frequent teenagers that would like walk around and just get rowdy whenever they come across like a rival gang of teenagers, just teen takeovers essentially.
Hold on.
Go for it.
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength. Maybe there's a better Vitus power.
And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Burn. One left.
Oh, sweet. That was big damage. It's crazy.
For all that we strive for! I'll stay my blade.
Face me!
What are the demographics
As the
like?
noble I am.
It was in an area that's considered like the hood. Generally, when like the conversation of teen takeovers
What's the play?
are about, it's black. It's black. Usually.
I shall vanquish evil. You first.
I will squeeze it! Fire!
Uh-oh!
I'm
Brace
going.
yourself.
It's a sword.
It burns.
Is it just banter or they actually harm each other?
Captain, you've been burned. You'll
Magic
take more
knife!
damage this way, so be careful.
I have not experienced it. I would not be surprised if it's
afford to
banter
hold
that
back.
turns into physical harm.
Are you prepared? Go for it.
Let's go. Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
I stand ready.
That's your
Let
opening,
justice
Captain.
prevail.
Only one left. Finish them off.
Apologies.
I shall you first.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's people that couldn't take a joke, or they just want, or just
Smooth
kids
hit.
wanting to be active.
Great work, everyone. That's a bad burn. Don't
Nah,
worry.
it's not a bad burn. It's fine. It's fine. All I know, like the brass tacks of what I know, is that it happens. Like there is no justification for you and your buddies to squad up and guns start popping off. You know what I mean? Unless there's someone's is actively trying to shoot up the mall for whatever reason.
Stand ready.
There is no reason for you and your buddies to show up and start popping shots at the mall. But she did say that, like, shoot, like there wasn't shooting. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. You just reminded me when I went to the banquet. My one of my uncles, he's into property management and buying property. And the place that we had our banquet was a car garage that he kind of turned it into somewhat of a venue, of a musical venue, right? And one thing that I kind of noticed, the first thing that I noticed, where there was like, there were like bullet holes on the windows. They were like, I was looking at it and I was like, that's a strange pattern, because on the glass, because I was like, why are there like single cracked areas on the window? Because I'm a sheltered kid, right? There were points in the glass that had like heavy piercings, signs of piercing, of cracks in one small concentrated area. And when I was looking at it a little bit longer, I was like, oh, those are bullet holes. Oh, it's that part of town, huh? We're all having a banquet at that part of town. Interesting.
What
Do you
now?
think black people will be will be the underclass of Americans that he used compared to Asian Americans, Indian Americans, and white Americans? Or will that change? I was thinking about that early today. And it's hard for me to speak on this because I'm like I said, I'm a pretty sheltered kid. I'm 27. I'm a pretty sheltered guy, right? And
Let's push through.
even though I am, as you can see, black. Like, if somebody would talk to me, they would say, like, yeah, sure, you're a part of the community, as long as I say the right things. But I really think that when will it... I think to myself, when will it be enough for black people to say, we need help? You know what I mean? like, this is a problem. We need someone to help us. We need a helping hand. We try it. Like, we want to do something, but we kind of need help. Asians, Mexicans, and anybody who's willing to help us. Whites. This is clearly a problem within our demographic, and we need help. We cannot do it ourselves. I'm like, when will it get to a point where we look around and say, this crime is a problem? Like, this is, like, and not just a problem of, like, yeah, that happens. Like, no. Like, we cannot do this by ourselves anymore. Like, Pandora's box has been opened. And we need someone else to step in and say, yeah, we don't like these teen takeovers anymore. Yeah, these kids, like, these young kids being too active out here with whatever's happening in the... It's not even something that's happening in the home anymore. Like this antisocial behavior that we clearly cannot contain. There needs to be... We need help. We need to outsource this. Like, we need to outsource the policing of our communities. Because even whites are doing identity politics now, so in the future, it looks grim for unorganized minorities. Yeah.
Are you feeling okay? Just
It really sucks how every time I see an organization, a pro-black organization, it's not really pro-black. It feels more in passing, right? In passing, it's either a grift or an organization that just hates white people, and I'm just not into that. It's either people who want to gather black people together so they can just, take black people's money and then run away, or just come together and say, and just be united with literally everybody else against white people. And I'm like, yeah, no, we can't really. When I see that, I'm like, okay, can we just outsource it to, like, can we just outsource our police and behaviors to white people or something? To, like, it doesn't have to be white. Can we just outsource it to Mexicans or Asians? To people who, like, really hate, like, like Mexicans or Asians or something like that? Can we just outsource that? I say we, like, I'm part of something, but, like, can something happen there? It's a leftist organization cosplaying as pro-black, yeah. Yo, just like the comic book thing, that we talked about, the when everybody wanted, like, black comic book protagonists or whatever. It's like these leftist organizations, they will be pro-black until a gay walks into the room. All these organizations are so pro-black until a queer walks into the room. And then they get shut down. DC so white, yeah. Don't let the undead surround you. Oh wait, I just walked in a circle. What the heck? So when it comes to that, it's like, whatever, dude. It's just keep your head down. Like, all I have to say is just keep your head down. That's just it. Like, I was listening to The Souls of Black Folk by
If you intend to take risks, I might suggest
what was
healing
it?
first.
What now?
what was it? Du Bois, like E.W. Du Bois, I believe. And that book is very interesting. If anybody just wants to like take a look at any chapter, I'd say just look at chapter 10 of it. And it's a pretty good book that generally talks about the black experience, like after slavery, like briefly after slavery. And he would talk about different black groups who are willing, like one political figure who was willing to give up the dignity of black folks just so there could be some sort of peace with whites. And then you would have another train of thought where we have to understand how can black people survive in America and still keep our dignity and still remember what happened to us through what happened to us through slavery, right? And it was a pretty, one thing that was very interesting to me was explaining the ethos of people who would just have an innate disdain for whites. Because a lot of American history, it's really funny where I would listen to pro-white people talk to pro-black people, and pro-white people say why you guys aren't happy? Why you guys aren't happy? Why aren't you guys satisfied? Because you guys are free now. And the pro-black talking point would be you can't really ignore, we try to integrate within white society, but the problem is it really took Jews to with civil rights to make you see that we are equal, right? You've been catching up on Charlie Cook podcast. Nah. I was gonna say Charlie Kirk had a podcast, but then I was like, of course Charlie Cook had a podcast. He's a he's a freaking online political figure. What online political figure would not have a podcast at this point? Let me check. Let me check the map, because I feel like I'm going in circles. I am going in circles. What the heck? Let's fix that. I feel like someone like you would reject from pro-black organizations because you think outside the box. I'd be for pro-black organizations if they just didn't if I just didn't get a weird vibe from them. A lot of these pro-black organizations are yeah, we're pro-black and we're pro-queer and we're pro-black, and I'm sure. But it's not just pro-black. They're anti-capitalist. And I'm okay, chill. Okay, what does that gotta, whoa, chill out. And then they're and we're pro-queer. And I'm okay, what are we doing? What is this actually? What party? I'm what does it mean to be black anymore? What does it mean to be black anymore? Someone explain to me, what does it mean to be black? If that's what we're doing over here. I didn't get the memo. Sometimes when I'm around these pro-black people, or it's talking to black leftists,
Keep the pressure on.
I feel I Like I didn't get the update of what it meant to be a modern, like a modern American
Your
Negro.
training has paid off.
It's like it felt like everybody agreed what it meant to be black without me getting the group text. You know what I mean? Like I was like, when did we agree to that?
What now?
It's like I thought we were Christian folk over here. I guess not. Like no shade. Well. I'm not saying no shade to nobody, but if I throw out shade, then I'll throw out shade, because no one's listening to me. Like no, if I got shade to throw out, I'll throw shade, but no one's listening to me, so I can say what I want. What? 100x MP? I feel like this is good. This should be fine. Man, I'm so glad
What now?
I got the archetype free. Oh, that's a sorry, hiccup. That's a lot of help. Hiccup. I think being against capitalism is basically a rejection to capitalism in a white system. And I'm like, dude, I fundamentally hate that. It's like like, dude, we're in America. Like, America is white. Like, but it's like these people. Like, I hate that idea because on one hand, you acknowledge that you are a minority in a country. On the other hand, you're rejecting how the country is run. Mason is a capitalist, pro-black, Christian-based Judd. I'm not saying any of those things. Like, sure, if somebody wants to like put me on a label, I don't care. I'm basically Eminem at this point of I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Radio won't even play my jam. But
How's that?
no, it's like what my dad said. You gotta know the game to play the game, and you can't really just show up in a capitalist game. You can't show up in a baseball game playing football. If you do, you're just gonna be called out. You're just gonna be called retarded and left behind. You're just gonna be called retarded and left behind. Oh, did we find the thing? Oh no.
Really?
Like, but don't let that stop. Like, I'm not gonna, in a million years, let that stop. Prevent black people from starting their own communes out in the woods. Or if they're able to do that, then more power to them. But I'm not interested in that. I'm more interested in complete American cultural takeover.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
Like,
Amazing! Great!
I think like anybody who has ideas that are worth sharing should have like goals as aspirational as that. And I can't have complete American cultural takeover if I'm out in a commune, if I'm out in the woods, you know. I mean, it's a goal worth aspiring towards. You know what I mean?
All right!
I mean, or you can just be like the Amish, and all you want is the propagation of your people group. If that's the end all be all. Just straight up homesteading. And honest work. Wait, did I get the thing? I wasn't even paying attention. West. Black jewel necklace. Did I get the black jewel necklace?
What now?
gear, armor, weapons, information, key items. Did I get it? I don't think I did. Can I organize it? Shoot, come on. Okay, no, I don't think I got it. And there's more. Yeah, I need to go on the 3rd level. I think the things about black embracing other minorities is because black people became the synonym of minority in America. That's why when a character is black on a TV, it became woke. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, usually when it... I remember when I was watching TV...
Let's push through!
I'm weak against this. Do it again!
Like, usually when it's... First things first. Woke is just general... To put it in simple terms, woke is just left-wing propaganda. That's just it. And usually when they have a black person in, like, media or a majority white show, the black person would always have some sort of left-wing thing to talk about, or to propagate as a sort of diversity. And I can kind of see where that would lead to the trope of the black person being intelligent because they are thinking differently than the rest of the cast, or shining light on like an issue that the majority of the cast wouldn't even think about. Kind of like that black chick from freaking The Boys. That's a fortune teller. Was she a fortune teller? No, she was just a really... Her power is just being black and really smart. The black scientist trope. No, the scientist trope, like the general scientist trope, which I absolutely hate, is just the Reddit atheist trope, where it's just like everything a Reddit atheist would say, they just put it into like the scientist trope. And I kind of, the funniest thing, I stopped watching Dr. Stone because he was just the embodiment of Reddit. Okay, so going up, I'll just take the first left. I thought Dr. Stone, the anime, was pretty good, but I just kind of got tired of the protagonist saying, "Ha, we don't need God because we have science. Let's get started." Like, I'm like, "Let's get started," or whatever. And I'm like, brother, dude, oh my gosh.
Oh, they saw us.
He said that a couple too many times per episode, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not interested. It was cool.
Great
Push through!
But dang, modern scientists makes piss poor philosophers. They make the worst philosophers. I mean, it's like a sign of the times, because like it reminds me of the new atheists of the 2010s. It just reminded me of those times of everybody started listening to scientists on topics of philosophy because they were really good at being scientists.
Nice.
Like Richard Dawkins or Neil deGrasse Tyson. Or Bill Nye, who isn't even a scientist.
ever.
like everybody just started listening to like the wrong people when it came to the matters of God or theology or anything,
That's lovely.
or just anything philosophical, generally. And they thought, and the cringe, like the biggest cringe was seeing them fall into the dogmatism, like all the dogmatic thoughts and like dogmatic behaviors that they would criticize Christians for, and they wouldn't even notice that they're doing it themselves. And that's not me calling them hypocrites, because it's like, who cares about hypocrisy anymore? It's over. I'm just
Push
You
through.
hit him right in the weak spot. Good job.
But it goes to show that it's mad annoying
What now?
to see people who are too desperately want to believe they have overcome a basic human a basic aspect of being human. And that's why I'm like, I don't
They saw us.
I don't feel like debating any. That's one of the reasons why I don't feel like debating anybody anymore.
Alright, how's that? Yeah?
Don't push yourself.
Because I remember when I was invited to
Nice.
Ben
I bet we'll find a use for that.
at a market
We've lost them.
a
Stay
couple
on
weeks
your
ago.
guard.
And one of my neighbors was pagan. She was a witch. She was a self-identified witch, right? And I was just talking with her, being like, "Yo, what is this? Why do you believe what you believe?"
What now?
Just basic questions, right? And what I got out of it was that people are just people are just fundamentally religious to their core. The person I was talking to, she kept the beliefs that she believes what she believed, not because it's like a core, not because like she was revealed a certain truth of reality which made her become a pagan. No, she just became.
What now?
When I was talking to her, she just became a pagan because she was, simply put, she had church hurt, and let me see, she had church hurt, and she was inspired by
Hello there.
the witchcraft in media, like anime and video games, like all that kind of stuff. And she did some research and realized, oh wow, that's true. All those stuff is true. And she became a pagan. And then she became a pagan because she wanted something to believe in. And from that conversation, if I was talking to a person like that 10 years ago, I would just tell her like, yo, what the heck? Like, it's like paganism's wrong, da da da, woody woody woo. But it's just a general extension of individualism. So of Western individualism, because it's protesting Protestant. Being a pagan in the West, you're basically protesting Protestantism, and Protestantism is just protesting the original church, right? Whether that's Catholic or Orthodox, I haven't done enough research on that. Both are like solid claims of being the original one true church, right? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, if you're just a pagan in a modern day in America, that tells me more that society has spiritually failed you. It's a sign. I would say it's just a sign of the times. and the person's not really worth having a conversation or convincing of like why they should like repent from paganism. It's more of a fact of the reason why they are the way that they are is because the culture that they are living in currently produces nothing to be proud of. And I want to create a culture that people will be proud of. They want to say, yes, I'm an American. And to be American is to be like Christian, is to propagate the good news. That's what I want, honestly. The mangaka of Gacha Naguta got bullied off Twitter because she made one character too light-skinned and she did a cosplay of him. She was one of the most active Japanese creators with Western audiences. Yeah. The West has nothing to do. I won't say nothing. But it's really hard for the West to be proud of something recently. I hate to turn away people that the city is intended to, but the roads ahead. Oh, come on! Where am I supposed to go? Did I get them? Did I get it already? Recipe. No, where is it? Bro.
What now?
Yeah, it's really hard to be proud. To be a modern American right now. Because what are we producing? What are we producing? What are we keeping? What are the tenets of being an American? You know what I mean? That we want to uphold.
Well then.
Dude, where am I supposed to go? Game, give me a freaking... Give me a freaking sign or something.
What now?
This is nuts. The black jewel necklace. Am I even at the right place? Where am I? Yeah, I'm at the mausoleum. The Spectre Mausoleum. Am I missing? Oh, there it is. Switch map. Okay, cool. Catacombs entrance. Wait, that's the catacombs entrance. What? I have to talk to that guy? If I... Oh, those blasted nobilities. How am I supposed to gather more to skulls? Those skeletons, god damn it. Those skeletons. It seems far-fetched, on my opinion. What seems far-fetched? Boy, do you make a habit of eavesdropping on other people's private monologues? Well, not like it's going to change my fate either way.
Hey.
Wait, another. Hold on. You're the ones who, I must admit, it's hard to believe an Elda could be skilled. Okay. Sounds interesting. 8 mortar skulls.
Huh?
Please help.
I just...
shot.
Dude. Okay, I guess I'm going back in here.
Where to?
Okay?
Jeez, dude, come on. Am I not supposed to be here? Actually, I think I'm not supposed to be here. Yep. Okay. Okay. I entered the wrong dungeon. Let me just do this quest. Oh, wait. What's this thing right here?
Yep. I
He's
don't
gonna
like
say-
this.
The mag is really dense up ahead. Something might be here. Are you ready? Let's open the door.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What?
What, is that a ghost? Well, I guess we're in the crypt after all. And there's even melancholia crystals here too.
Wait.
Calm yourself and remember that death is a passage through which none return. This is more likely a monster, which has undergone a melancolization.
I see.
So this is the dark presence that Gallica resent. Perhaps we have these crystals to thank for the strange changes afoot in the crypt as well. Let's avail ourselves of this opportunity to shatter them completely.
However,
Looks like it's not going to be that simple.
Get ready.
Here we go. Ready yourself. This might be terrible.
I shall fight as the noble I am. I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
Yikes! Watch out for their counterattack!
Repel is crazy.
Cursed.
Heavy. Only if
Stroll's been hexed. He's gonna get hit with backlash.
a most dreadful curse. Magic Knight! I stand waiting.
Okay,
Let
you
us
do
clean
that.
up this mess.
You better hold back your attacks until it's gone.
I'll use what I must.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Some darker arts.
The pain. Swordmaster. Moving to the rear. Time to go
But,
offensive.
dude, this guy's terrible.
Let's try this. Moment of truth.
Stroll got
Promise
knocked
okay.
out. Can
We can
anyone
do
get
this.
him back on his feet?
I won't hold back.
Maybe not.
You hit their weakness.
A most
That's your
dreadful
opening,
blade
Captain.
in hand. This should help. One remaining.
Splendid.
Life steal.
Is that all?
That's not bad.
Stroll got knocked out. Can
Now
anyone get him
accept
back
your
on his feet?
fate. Rancor.
Hulkenberg's been hexed.
Just leave it to
You better
us.
hold back your
Just leave it
attacks
to
until
us.
it's gone.
A most dreadful curse. From our provisions.
I live to see another day.
First down. Get her back up.
Bruh.
I'll
Alright.
save this. Some darker arts.
Hulkenberg's
I
down.
can't afford to hold
Someone
back.
help her get back in the fight.
This should work.
My spirit is
I'll show you.
still up.
Womp. Okay, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Mudo. I don't know how I feel about a
No, I'm stepping back. Magic knife.
Mudo
Is that all?
causing damage.
Need face me. Yes, with.
I shall fight you first.
Eyes, mate.
Wizard! Lightning!
You're here?
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
How bad?
Hulkenberg's down. Get
Well-
her back up.
Curse won't kill me.
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her
Tis
get back
I'll
in the
use what I
fight.
must. Rancor.
That was a. I was guessing.
Not bad. Nice.
It was a
I feel
guess.
stronger already. Get
Pretty
used to
bad
this.
guess. Ever tried using AI to make animation for one of your comics? Not animation. No. I use a very primitive, like, text-to-speech thing for the voices of the comics. I feel, from what I've heard, like, well, no, I don't feel like doing that. Kind of don't feel like doing that. You still do that voiceover stuff? No. The voiceover stuff has proven itself to not be effective. Like, doing an animation of the, like, AI animation of my comics? Shoot, man. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Like, I feel like I would have to learn a whole nother skill. I would have to make reference sheets for the characters to feed to the AI. Honestly, feels like more effort than it's worth. And all that for like what? Yeah, all that for like what? Because I see more and more animation for Dragon Ball and other manga getting millions of views on YouTube. And you can mass produce them. That is true.
Yep.
That is true. But then, wait, hold up. Let me think for a second.
What now?
AI animation for Dragon Ball and other manga getting millions of views. Yeah, that's because it's Dragon Ball and other established manga. That's why it's not going to work for me. Like, like a motion comic of Berserk will get like hundreds of thousands of views, but a motion comic of mine is not going to get any. Hell, a motion comic of what? Apple Black doesn't get that much, and he's tried it. Like, nah. Just because the big dogs did it doesn't mean like it'll work for me. Mostly because they have
We're so lucky.
the fan base of Dragon Ball, who will just consume any content related to Dragon
Good thing
Ball.
that curse is
When it
gone.
comes to
Wouldn't want that
any
hanging over your
new
head.
new IP, like that has a lot more convincing to do. A lot more people need to be convinced to spend their time with an IP that no one really talks about or care about. I'm like, yeah, those ideas are cool, but like, dude, like someone would have to do it for me. Someone literally would have to do it for me in order for me to like care.
All right. How's that?
Impressive. Your training has paid off.
Hey, good one.
Because original IPs? No, yeah, no. It's just not possible. You have to.
You're gaining strength.
Let's push through.
All right, we did it.
Come on.
I knew I could count on you.
Like, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, just shoot down every idea. I mean, I kind of have to be
No enemies I can see.
to save my
Push
energy
through. Gotten away.
and save disappointment. But I overwhelmingly have the foreknowledge that it's not going to work. Well, that's a mortar skull. Can I have to collect
What now?
several of these things? Oh, yeah, I think that's it. Dude. Oh, I already have it. Awesome. Wait, do I have it? 1 out of 1. Cool. Now I can get out of here.
Hey, great job.
Come on.
Our immediate vicinity is secure.
All right, now I can
should be
get
safe.
out of here finally. We did it, guys. We did it, Reddit. Will you collaborate with Sevens October again? I'm down to. Oh yeah, I like that guy. Let me just make a record. It's kind of crazy because he usually contacts me on Instagram. And one thing about me is that I hate Instagram with every fiber of my being. I'm like, dude, just contact me on Discord. But for some reason, Discord doesn't work for him. For some reason.
Let's go.
Like, I think it would be cool to collab with people, to like do, not using Discord is very weird. Yeah, it's like, what do we do? Like, I don't want to use Instagram. Instagram's freaking whack. I'd like you to discuss with Comic Ken, a guy I'm familiar with, Waxy Comics. Wavy Comics. Oh, Wavy. Wavy Comics. Oh yeah, I remember he used to hang with the Coffee's crew. With the what did they call themselves? The on Surago. I know Wavy is working with some Japanese publisher. Is that the same guy, Young Wavy? No, wait, this is a guy. Wait. Why I canceled Coffee Originals. What's going on? Yeah. His name is Young Wavy Comics. They had a falling out with Coffee. Oh, okay. I mean, I wasn't paying attention, but if I heard anything, if I remembered anything from like a conversation I had with so if I remember anything from the conversation I had with 7's October, it sounds like egos collided, because it sounds like both of them are pretty egotistical. I mean, like, you kind of have to be in this. If you're trying to like make a living off of your art, you kind of have to be to an extent. You have to make something, and that's not like a dig
Where
to anybody, because you have to
Want
be
to go back?
egotistical if
Understood.
you want to do something like this. But when you work with other creatives, you have to take that ego to the side.
What do you think? Understood.
You have to know. You have to know when to take your ego to the side. I mean, I'm down to collab with them, but the thing is, like, collabs don't really do as much as you think, other than to build a network, I guess. And to build a network is kind of like insurance. If one of the people you networked with gets a industry job, you can bring your buddies with you with that industry job. But it's all just it's just people investing. That's basically what it is. I noticed the most of young cartoonists post their work on Webtoon, because that's where you go. That's pretty much how. That's not really like where you go, but that's where most people go to think. That's what they think they need to go to be seen. Yeah, that's what they do, but do they do that to make money, or do they do that to be seen? Like, it can be both, but if you're on Webtoons, you're probably not making that much money unless you're placating to the Webtoon demographic.
The deadline is...
Yeah, they're just recapping. Good job.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near.
Yeah, they post on that website because that's what the website is marketed towards. Simply put. I still think posting on like a Reddit or
All right then.
Facebook groups or Webtoons isn't bad, right? I haven't used it in years. Maybe they've changed. Maybe Webtoons have changed, right? Maybe they have a better system of getting people to look at your stuff, a better algorithm or whatever they have. Because when I used it last, you weren't being seen unless, I doubt they have changed. Yeah, you weren't being seen unless like a representative of Webtoons saw your work and front paged it. Which you can be front paged like several times to have more of a boost. But other than that, if you're not going to be front paged, like on Webtoons, back when I used to use it, like you're not getting a lot of eyeballs on it. And what even is the worth of those eyeballs when it's all just vanity metrics at the end of the day? I've been consuming a lot of content from book authors and how they promote their works for my light novel, and the difference that I notice with cartoons is how streamlined and organized it is. Elaborate. What do you mean?
All right then.
Let's go to... Oh yeah, follower. Let's talk to this girl again. Yeah, if you weren't front page, then you ain't nothing. And at the end of the day, when you get front page, you just realize that it's all vanity metrics.
Mister.
And from the jump, you have to realize the difference between vanity metrics and numbers that you can actually use as a stepping stone to get to the next part of your career. There are more categories in the public. It's more diversified compared to the comic indie space, which is heavily manga coded. Okay. I'm being shy. I want to go to the cathedral. It's Lebanese. She said that Papa was always watching me over
why.
people. So I thought if Papa was watching me over me too, then I could talk to him. If I want there, let's go then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When you say like the public is more diversified compared to the comic indie space, which is heavily manga coded, yeah. Yeah, that hits. When I sell at like public areas, people just say, "Oh, is this manga? Is this mango?" I wonder if Papa heard me.
Hold on.
I told him that I'm sorry.
By the way,
I thought Papa had abandoned me, but I was wrong. So I told him I was sorry. Miss Feminine said I could tell her anything. So I talked to her about a whole lots of things. So I told her about Papa and how lonely I was after he was gone. She listened to me. I was wrong that whole time. Papa must feel relieved. I'm also tapping into devlog videos. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I'm sure your Papa was leaving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mister? Papa's job. Do you think I could do it too? His family told me that his job was to make sure everyone is okay. I loved Papa and made sure that I was okay. When I cried, he'd give me a really big hug. That always made me feel
That's
better.
why.
So I want to be like Papa. I want to make sure everyone else is okay too.
Oh.
But I don't know how to fight. Does that mean I can't do it then? You can do other things.
In that case,
So fighting, why don't you concentrate on making people feel happy? Is that really all I have to do?
Okay.
Then I'll do it. First, I'm gonna make sure that Miss Femini is okay.
Oh.
I wonder what I can do to make her happy. Wait, something that Miss Femini wants. She says she doesn't need anything like pretty clothes, so I was thinking flowers and some snacks. A no sign? She always says the sign got beaten up by the weather. If I make it look pretty again, do you think that would make her happy?
Wow.
Alright, then I'll just do just that. I'll make a new sign, and this one will have Papa, Miss Femini, and me and you, all smiling together. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be there too, mister. Because it's my home. Well, always your family, okay? Because, mister, you're one of my treasures too. Awesome. Rank 5.
I'm okay.
Oh, wait. Do you know how to make a sign? You don't know how to make a sign, do you? I know an
if
artist.
so,
Let's ask Noraz. He's quite good at drawing.
Huh?
Is that the person who drew those pictures of your journey?
Yeah.
I want to come with you. I want to talk to Mr. Noraz.
Thank you. Bye.
Alright, come again. What are you blogging? What are you devlogging about? With your wait, are you devlogging your short story or your game? Are you even working on a game? Alright. Let's talk to Heisman. Oh wait, I am watching devlogs, not making one. Oh, what are you watching? Why are you watching devlog videos?
Ah, it's you.
Once we get into more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. You're that curious of my training methods, are you? Well, I'm afraid this training is hard to achieve. Alright, let me help understand you.
I see.
I suppose knowing the fighting style of your allies would help broaden your possible strategies. Yes, that sounds reasonable. Mark my technique closely. Then you'll learn the ways of a shadow god. I'm also going to be off this Friday because of the 4th of July holiday. So, high chance I won't be able to make it on the stream. Alright, the 4th of July might be a break. Probably break for the 4th of July. Then I'll stream on like Saturday. I'm watching people create their own universe. That's so cringe to me.
Now then.
I should probably do that, but it's so cringe to me. People creating their own universe. I understand. I think people like it. I mean, it's a marketing tactic, I guess. Like, I can make those kinds of videos. Why? Because through a storytelling aspect, it's... people get lost in creating worlds to the point that they forget a story is a narrative. Like, things happen in a story. Right? Because when I play a game, I'm not interested that much in the goings-on of the lore. I don't care about lore at all. It's very rare for me to think about the lore of a story, of a game. I mostly think about what these characters are doing within their circumstances and if the world around them is consistent enough to not be annoying. I've been meaning to catch one of your weekend streams every time you end right before I join. What, should I start later? Should I start later? Like, the weekend streams are supposed to be later so more people can join, but yet everybody joins, like, when it's 8 o'clock. Like, dude, come on! I start late with these weekend streams so people can join at a more reasonable time. But everybody joins in at 8. Like, dude, come on. Dude! But whatever. It's whatever. This is a little test to see if you can keep up with my movements. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now let's begin.
Huh?
I mean, later gives me a better chance. I'm never up early on weekends. Alright, maybe I'll have to...
All right.
Dude, come on. Dude, come on! They're high on sight. You must sense through your very
May I
skin.
speak?
Your enemies aren't going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct to buy time for your mind.
Well,
How indeed. Finding these answers is also part of the training. There's no clear answer, no correct way of improving. But at the very least, you can decide what you aspire to.
then
Want to get going? What's your opinions on audiobooks? Yeah, they're super useful. I listen to audiobook. Yo, I think I listened to like 3 audiobooks on the this weekend because I was at the airplane and Wi-Fi was just not was not an option. I love freaking audiobooks. I go to LibriVox specifically. I think the books that I listen to, well, I have like one more chapter of the Souls of Black Voice of the Black Voice, the Souls of Black Folks from Du Bois, and I recently finished. What was the audiobook I recently finished? It's W.E.B. Du Bois. That's not the one. Let me check my library. Oh yeah, Plato's Republic. I listened to The Souls of Black Folk. I fully listened to The Republic by Plato, and almost done with The Souls of Black Folks by E.B.W. Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois. I mean, I tried to listen to Nietzsche, but I can't stomach it. I don't care. I could not. Like, I tried listening to like 3 different Nietzsche books. He's just insufferable. He's just an insufferable writer. like philosophy. Personally, I don't like him. I'm thinking to. Okay, yeah. Dude, that's what I want. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I wanted to convert my freaking light novel into an audiobook, but I just didn't really think that far ahead of how I was going to do it. The night. So you're on the right track, because those are things that I think about doing, but I don't really have the time to. I gotta post something of the first chapter of my light novel. I think I have like 20 pages that I should. Like, I have 20 pages done, and I have like the entire novel plotted out. I just need to sit down and just write the chapters. But I just don't have the incentive to do so. I just don't have the incentive to do so, unfortunately. It's just not the right time to do it. And I know that's like rich coming from me, but I feel like I can say that since I've had like 3 finished books under my belt. I feel like I can say it. I feel like I'm allowed to be tired. But you're different. Yes, embrace drink. But nowhere near as good as the spirits back home.
Hold on.
No.
No, do you miss your hometown? Not particularly. Talking with you just reminded me of my son. It's a long time since I've been in my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know. He had a stout heart and a little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight himself if he lived. Another wish unfulfilled, I suppose. I'll never forget the day I cremated my son's body and mourned his death.
Huh?
What do you mean by cremated? Ah, right. Everyone else buries their bodies as they are, without even giving them to flame.
The truth is,
Whatever. It's the way of the Yujiv boy. We burn our bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul freed through fire. Once released from the body, they go to their place on the beyond. Then those who remain must lay their bones to rest, somewhere suitable for the deceased. However, I've yet find a fit place for my son to take his final rest. I can't imagine he'd be happy for his bones to be eternally moving and disturbed.
I apologize.
Apologies. I shouldn't be talking to you about this. Let's find this place. Let's find the right place together.
No.
We have an important mission to accomplish. No room for detours of any inconvenience, boy. I can't put that burden on it. It's a favor for a friend.
Let's do it.
Still, we can do it. It's just this isn't just a random detour. It's a favor for a dear friend.
Thank you.
I thank you for your kindness, truly. I'll do my best to return this favor through my efforts as your comrade. Thanks again. A toast, then, to cement our vow. You, with a cup of delicious tea.
Cheers.
Yes, a toast, but not to my gratitude, but to working together. Come on, let's finish. All right.
My boy, are you watching?
Displays the notion of strong enemies. Yeah.
My thanks.
We can save this time. Save this for any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful that you helped me though. And I dare say tonight I rest well.
Time marches on, and the
All
age
right.
of the new king draws
Time for
nearer.
a save and to end this stream. Yep.
Hey,
Don't care. A bit of overtime, yes. And the story has not progressed. I can't believe my brother really wanted me to play this game.
All right then.
Dude, holy crap.
What now?
My goal for the New Year's is 26, 27 is to monetize my YouTube channel. And have at least 30 active commenters per video. Dude, yeah. I wish I knew how to make people comment on my video. Maybe I just don't have a call to action for that. I don't know. But I hope you the best with that endeavor. Hope you find a niche, a pretty good niche, to get people to watch. All that with, albeit lore videos, YouTube, like internet drama, X, Y, and Z. Hope you find that niche and the editing style that'll get people to watch your stuff and get monetized. I would just spam shorts to gain subscribers and come up with different call to actions to find which one's the most effective. That's a plan, yeah. Okay, yeah. Tell me how that goes. So I can learn from it and see if I can use anything. Any of your findings. But the thing about spamming YouTube Shorts, though, you have to know is that YouTube Shorts, if you spam it, like, they will just not show your videos to a lot of people. That's what's happening to me right now. The last handful of shorts is not getting 100 views. If it's not hitting the right audience, then it's YouTube's algorithm. They won't have the need to push it to more people. So keep that in mind. I need to identify which YouTuber will fit my target audience. The only one I know is Matt. Yeah, you can probably just do fun fact YouTube, fun fact and comic videos. Anyway, I'm out of here. Gonna take a nap. And then I gotta go back to working on stuff. Peace.